curious about the highest levels of performance in any endeavor. I'm even more curious when it's a discipline I know nothing about. Listen to Canada's youngest ever chess grandmaster, Mark Bluvshtein, describe the journey to this coveted title.
Well, there are different. This is where chess never tried to make it easy for everybody. There are international ratings that are governed by FIDE, which is the world governing organization for chess. So international ratings are FIDE, and then there are national ratings. So in Canada, there are Canadian ratings, and those two are separated. Now, with FIDE ratings, which are very popular now and are in effect in every large tournament, if I play somebody who has the same rating as me, and if I draw them, then our ratings don't change. If I beat them, then I gain 5 points and they lose 5 points. And if I lose to them, I lose 5 points, they gain 5 points. And the number 5 is specifically at my rating level. If it is somebody who has a rating that is much lower than mine, and I beat them, then my rating goes up by very little, and their rating goes down by very little. If I play somebody with a much lower rating and I lose to them, my rating goes down by a fair bit, and their rating goes up by a fair bit.
Gotcha. So are these? So if, let's just say tomorrow you start coaching me, and I want to learn the game and get into this. At what point do you start getting rated nationally or internationally, and do those things happen concurrently?
Those things happen concurrently, and these tournaments, they advertise as being rated with Canadian ratings or FIDE ratings or both. So if you were to enter the playing arena, then the tournaments would likely be rated with Canadian ratings because there are additional fees that need to be paid for them to be rated with international ratings. So it would be initially with the Canadian ratings, and then over time, as you might play more, you would potentially get an international rating.
Okay. So you come to Canada. So when you came to Canada, you already had an international rating.
I did, yes.
And you'd already mentioned the title of Grandmaster. So how does one achieve that level, and what exactly does that mean in the world of chess?
Two things are required to get to the Grandmaster title. On the one side, you need your rating to pass a certain level, and on the other side, you need 3 tournament performances of a certain caliber. So on the rating side, your rating has to pass 2,500. And for context, Magnus Carlsen, the number 1 rated player in the world, is over 2,800. That's his rating. So 2,500 is not number 1 in the world. It's also much higher than other levels. So the master rating is 2,200. 2,500, the grandmaster rating, is sort of halfway between Magnus Carlsen and master level. So 2,500 rating as a minimum, and then 3 performances at a certain level against a certain level of competition. So generally, these are called norms. A grandmaster norm, or a grandmaster level of performance, means that you need to play at least 3 grandmasters in a tournament of a certain level and perform at that 2,600 level. So have a 2,500 rating, performance of 2,600. It's the equivalent of reaching, let's say in tennis, let's say a round of 16.
Right, in a Grand Slam.
In a Grand Slam or in a TPA event. It's not quite the same thing, but it's just having a performance of a certain level against a certain level of competition.
Okay. And so when did you achieve that title?
I became a grandmaster at the age of 16, youngest grandmaster in Canadian history. At that time, it was also pretty young by global standards. It's not so young by global standards nowadays.